Welcome back to Bearfield Farms. Today we're going to dive into another big step in our room addition project. We're taking the space through rough framing to something solid, straight, and ready for the next phase. If you enjoy DIY home builds, real life homesteading projects, or watching a room come together one step at a time, you're in the right place. Without further ado, let's get to work. All right, so coming back here, we're working on a few things. I took a panel down, as you see, and then I started to put some R19 insulation up. That way we got a insulation barrier on this wall right here. So we'll put the OSB back up, right? But we want to get the insulation in the attic space up here, and then also down here. Now I'm not putting the Pro Vent in there, mainly because it's an enclosed attic, right? I could probably go with unfaced in there technically. I'm going to use this R19 that I had left over from another job, so it'll work nicely in here. But we just framed up some 2x4s on 24 inches on center here. A, it gives us a nailing spot for our drywall, and B, and this side, but and I'm going to go with OSB across here, and this will all get OSB on this face as well, so everything will be nice and smooth. But this will give us an insulation barrier into our attic space, because that goes back into the rest of the house. So I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing. I'm going to knock this out all the way across for the most part, and then we'll get to putting that R30 up here, faced R30 goes in this space all the way down. So we'll start getting that done. All right, so we got insulation up in there. It's not the best. It's some leftover R19 I had. So I'm going to do this half, but I'm going to start putting some of the roof insulation in. I picked up the faced R30, right? It's designed for 9.5 inch thick ceiling joists or floor joists, which is what we've got here. And these are 4 foot long pieces. There's 11 pieces in a bag, about 70-ish bucks a bag. So not super cheap, but we'll definitely do a good job in the ceiling. That R30 will make a big difference up there. I could have went with the, well, I think 24 or something like that too, but it's a little cheaper. And but we chose to go with the thicker R30. It may compress just a skosh up there when they compress the drywall against it, but other than that, it should be pretty good. So that's what we're going to shoot for. So sit back and watch since it's just me today, but there's 11 pieces in that bag, so we'll take 11 and see how far that gets us. Should be right in here, I think. There's 6, 9, and 2 there, so the 11 should be right here in the middle. Should be pretty good. We'll get a kind of a feel for how it's going to work and what we're going to do and how we're going to get it up there. So sit back and watch. And I happen to have one of the masks here. These are the ones I use. They got the little button on them. They seem to work a little better. When I handle insulation for a long period of time, I like to use a mask. I'll probably put a pair of glasses on too. Mold that down under your nose there a little bit. Oops, I didn't get the bottom one. Whoops. But that way you got some protection to keep you from inhaling all that fiberglass, because that fiberglass can get a little rough. So I'll put that on, sit back and watch as we do this. Thanks for hanging out with Bearfield Farms today as we keep pushing this room one step forward. Every day is another step closer to making this house work for our family. If you like following along with our builds, our homesteading projects, and the behind the scenes progress, hit that subscribe button and join the journey. We'll see you on the next one.